Well, I was not going to film an update today, but I have 3 DVDs here and I received 3 packages as well today, so we got a bit of a haul here, I guess. So, well, small one, but still worth to make a video for, I guess. Actually, one of the DVDs is a Blu-ray, so... But I'll start with opening these as I usually do, and let's see what we have here. It's a movie called Stuck, with Mena Suvari in this one. I think it's directed by, I forget his name. Wow, that text is very small. Stuart Gordon, I think. Yeah. I believe it's Stuart Gordon, but anyway, it's supposed to be a black comedy. Don't think it's horror, but it's some sort of crime thriller type thing. I don't know. Yeah, black comedy for sure. It looks kind of funny. And next up here is a movie with Rodney Dangerfield and Jerry Stiller is in this one too. I looked through Rodney Dangerfield's his movies that he's been in, and he hasn't been in that many movies that I thought he would. I thought he'd been wow. I thought that he had been in more movies than he has. Anyway, this one is called My 5 Wives, and doesn't look very good, but I love Rodney Dangerfield in what I've seen. Well, love is a strong word, but I really like him. I really appreciate what I've seen him in. And Jerry Stiller is in it, as I said, so I can't pass that up. And then the last package is another comedy. So, well, first one is kind of a comedy, but, well, I haven't seen it, but this one has a different cover from the Amazon web page, but I actually like this cover more, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, this is Grilled with Ray Romano and Kevin James. I like Ray Romano, so we'll see about this. And speaking of Ray Romano, this one I have not shown you before. This is I received it yesterday actually. 95 Miles to Go. I believe it was Wet Movie 1 who had this in his update a little while back. And at first I didn't pay attention because I didn't know what it was. And then he mentioned that it was Ray Romano and on some sort of road movie, and I was like, hey, that sounds like something that I would like to watch, because I like Ray Romano quite a bit actually. So I ordered it, right away, right there, before he had finished his video, I think. And yeah, 95 Miles to Go. This is a very good DVD. Comes with a slipcase, and the film itself, it's from 2001, but it wasn't released until a few years later, 2004, I think. Well, I think it was screened in 2004 or something like that for the first time. And it's about Ray Romano and his friend and the director Tom Caltabiano. And they also bring someone called Roger or something. This was while Everybody Loves Raymond was airing. So after season 4, season 5, he had a couple weeks off basically from the show, and so he was going on a stand-up tour in 6 cities or something like that, and they decided to film a road trip movie kind of thing, documentary, and it's entertaining. It's not great, but it is entertaining for what it is, I guess. But the main thing about this that I would recommend if you think you might enjoy it is, well, the DVD itself, because it has some good special features, and they have done a good job with this. It has 2 Q&A sessions, like half an hour altogether, which was pretty interesting, I thought. Ray and Tom video commentary. I don't know who Tom is exactly. He's a stand-up comedian who knew Ray since late 80s, I think. And anyway, so they film themselves while they watch the movie, and then the movie is on in the background too. They're like sitting in front of a green screen and watching the movie behind the camera somewhere, and then they've added the movie, you know, behind them in post, I guess. So anyway, that is no, well, it has. I wasn't done actually. It has two feature-length audio commentaries with the director, cinematographer, editor, and composer. I didn't listen to those, but it's on here anyway. And then Ray's Kansas City stand-up show, about half an hour. It has a trailer and it has deleted and extended scenes, and those I did watch, and a photo gallery. So quite a bit of stuff on this one for a pretty good price, and I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was very entertaining, and yeah, it's not that great, but it's fun, and the DVD is good, as I said. And then this one I bought a little while ago, and it is a Tropical Melody, or the Thai title translates to was it Strange Animal? Strange Animal, I think so. Anyway, by the guy who did Uncle Booney, can recall his past lives or something like that. I watched Syndromes in a Century a little while back, and I really enjoyed that one. So I wanted to see this one too, which I enjoyed. The first part of the movie has a couple scenes that really are gorgeous and picturesque and just a joy to watch, really. But then it's a difficult movie. It's divided into two parts, and while I did appreciate it, I thought that I would like it more. I hoped that I would like it more. But there are some very nice things in here, and I'm sure I'm gonna watch it again at some point. But at the same time, I'm gonna wanna watch Syndromes in a Century before. I'm gonna prioritize that to watch that again sooner than this. But it's interesting for sure. Interesting how he uses his actors, among other things. Well, he uses various elements in his own ways, but especially with the actors, I think it's interesting. Yeah, that's that. Another last thing, perhaps the best thing. Well, it is the best thing actually. It's the Blu-ray, and this is, along with a pair of jeans, shorts, if anyone cares. This is the only thing that I got for my birthday 2 weeks ago, something like that, 2.5 maybe, except for money, because first of all I need money now in the summer, and second of all there's really nothing that I want, to be completely honest, so I prefer to get money. Anyway, I did want this one. I got it from my sister, and it is Game of Thrones Season 2, and of course it's one of those things that most people are very familiar with this show. Some people might not have seen it, but most people have, so talking about it in detail is kind of unnecessary. But I would like to say a few things. Let's see. Well, they've done a very good job with the Blu-ray. They probably did with the last one too. I have it down there, but I can't remember exactly if everything that is on here was on there as well. I mean, not the same features, but the same type of features or whatever. Only, you know, concerning the first season. But anyway, they have in-episode guides here, which guides you through the episodes, the various scenes. They have characters. You can read about the characters in the scenes, the history of them, and the history of the location and whatever, stuff like that. I don't use that, but I checked it out, and they've done a great job with that. And the menus look phenomenal and everything. And oh yeah, another thing I want to mention is that the intro to this, the theme song and the intro, you know what I mean, is I wanna say the best intro to a TV show that I know, that I've ever seen in my life. Usually TV show intros, they're you know, you watch them once and then okay, that's that. Not much to it. But this one is fantastic, and I've watched it maybe 5 times. It changes slightly too at least one point, so you might want to watch it more than once to see the difference there. I think when Karth was added or something like that. Anyway, the music combined with the camera, the way the camera moves over the land, and the way the buildings move, the way the buildings ascends from the ground in some cases, and the way they move, and the way they whatever, the way they built them. I'm not sure if it's practical or if it's like an actual miniature, or if it's digital. It doesn't look digital, but I'm sure it's both, you know. But well, I'm not sure it's both. I'm sure it's partly digital anyway. I'm sure it's not all practical, but it looks partly practical. But I don't know. It looks very, very good. And two other things. Yeah, now I end up talking for a long time anyway. But I'm not really talking about the show. Well, I kind of am, but there were just a few things I wanted to mention. And anyway, two scenes that I thought that I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna spoil anything, so don't worry. But if you have seen it, you're gonna be able to know what I mean. In episode 9, there are 10 episodes here, and in the 9th episode, there is a certain green explosion, which was fucking incredible. Awesome. That was a great episode overall, but especially that sequence was very, very well done. And then the special effects and the whole atmosphere and the whole how goddamn effective they managed to make the ending, the last scene of this, the very last scene. I was expecting something great because I had heard from my sister that it was gonna end great, and it definitely did. It was. I was like, holy crap, that is really cool. Better than the ending of season 1. I thought that the ending of season 1 was good and interesting, but not great. And then I see this, and it definitely, you know, completely, you know, defeats the season 1 finale, you know, completely. It's great. And I had heard that this season was a lot more complicated than the first season. That there was going to be a lot more storylines, a lot more characters, a lot more details and stuff. But maybe there was, but not that much. That actually, I thought there was going to be a lot more, much larger step toward that direction. But I managed to follow surprisingly well. I usually, my mind wanders, even though I like it. My mind wanders, and my concentration is not good. It's not. So I was satisfied when I actually understood all of it. So, or pretty much. But very much looking forward to the 3rd season now. I got season 1 from my sister also last year on my birthday, so it's been 1 year since I saw the first one. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to wait 1 year to see the 3rd season. Well, it's out obviously, but I'm gonna wait to get it on Blu-ray, and probably I'm gonna buy it on Blu-ray when it's out, which hopefully will be this year, but maybe it's gonna be next year. I don't know. Anyway, only 6 items this time, but yeah. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.